What if the device you are currently using to watch this video might soon be completely overshadowed? I am not referring to a new iteration of the iPhone, an updated iPad, or even the latest Apple Watch. Apple is quietly engineering a significantly smaller, highly integrated device that carries the potential to redefine how we interact with consumer technology. It is a device worn directly on the finger, designed to remain unobtrusive to the untrained eye, yet capable of anchoring an entire digital ecosystem. Welcome back to TechVibe. Today, we are analyzing the latest intelligence surrounding Apple's highly guarded wearable initiative, the upcoming Apple Smart Ring. While competitors like Aura and Samsung have established an early presence in this market, recent supply chain intelligence and official patent filings indicate that Apple is preparing to enter the space with a distinctly advanced architecture. This is not merely a downsized fitness tracker, it represents a fundamental shift in ambient computing. By the end of this video, you will see exactly why this precise piece of engineering could alter the trajectory of the wearable industry. To understand the strategic significance of this development, we must look at the current landscape. For the past several years, the smart ring sector has served as a niche alternative to the traditional smartwatch. Early pioneers demonstrated a clear consumer appetite for discrete, screen-free health monitors, and recent mainstream entries have validated the form factor for a broader audience. Apple's historical product strategy, however, rarely prioritizes being the first to market. Instead, the focus remains on refinement and deep ecosystem integration. While early industry speculation suggested Apple had sidelined the project, current internal supply chain activity indicates that development has accelerated significantly, pointing toward a highly anticipated release window. Analysts suggest Apple intends to offer this device at a competitive price point, free from mandatory monthly subscription barriers, a move that immediately introduces significant pressure onto existing market players. The primary differentiator for Apple's iteration lies in its structural engineering and material choices. Rather than utilizing composite plastics or generic alloys, engineering leaks point to an ultra-premium, aerospace-grade titanium chassis designed to optimize structural integrity while minimizing mass. The objective is to deliver a profile that mirrors luxury jewelry rather than a consumer electronic gadget. The inner perimeter houses an array of high-density, medical-grade biometric sensors, while the exterior maintains a seamless, minimalist finish devoid of any display. To ensure utility across all daily activities, the structure is fully waterproofed for swimming and demanding environments. More importantly, removing a power-hungry screen allows the internal power management systems to target an operating efficiency of 7 to 10 days on a single charge, addressing the persistent battery limitations seen in modern smartwatches. Beyond the physical hardware, the primary value proposition rests on ambient computing and gesture control. Apple does not view the ring as an isolated accessory, but rather as an invisible control surface for its broader hardware ecosystem. Groundbreaking patent documentation reveals the development of a highly precise skin-to-skin gesture interface. Rather than relying on broad, inaccurate spatial handwaves, the ring leverages specialized acoustic and electrical conductivity sensors to detect microscopic movements of the fingers. By executing subtle gestures, such as tapping an index finger against the thumb or gliding a finger across the palm, a user can silently dismiss notifications, control audio playback, or navigate interfaces on an iPad or Mac without ever interacting with a display. Furthermore, engineering schematics highlight a physical, rotating outer band integrated directly into the ring's geometry. This serves as an evolution of the digital crown mechanism found on the Apple Watch, adapted for a finger-worn form factor. By rotating this outer layer, users can achieve granular control over smart home systems, adjust volume profiles, or scroll through menus with absolute precision. This mechanism is backed by a miniaturized haptic engine, delivering localized tactile feedback to confirm digital selections through subtle vibrations. For professional workflows and advanced spatial environments, the Apple Ring is expected to serve as a critical telemetry link for the Apple Vision Pro headset. Currently, spatial computing relies heavily on optical sensors to track hand movements, a system that faces natural limitations in low-light scenarios or complex angles. The Smart Ring functions as a hardware anchor, broadcasting high-fidelity orientation data and finger positions directly to the processing unit with minimal latency, establishing a highly dependable interface for mixed reality workflows. Health tracking also receives a substantial upgrade, moving closer to clinical-grade diagnostic capability. Alongside continuous heart rate tracking, peripheral oxygen saturation monitoring, and advanced sleep architecture analysis, Apple is focusing on non-invasive metabolic tracking. Highly credible industry sources indicate that the sensor array is being optimized to monitor blood pressure trends and track indicators related to blood sugar variations using advanced algorithms. By analyzing autonomic nervous system variables, the device will provide comprehensive recovery metrics directly to the encrypted Apple Health platform. Security is another pillar of this implementation. Utilizing secure, short-range proximity authentication, the Ring functions as a passive biometric passkey. Simply wearing the device allows for instantaneous, secure unlocking of a Mac, authorization of digital transactions via Apple Pay, or biometric verification across nearby iOS devices without requiring manual password entry. When analyzing the complete architecture of this upcoming product, it becomes clear that the value is not in creating another source of digital distraction, but rather in making technology peripheral. It serves as a highly advanced health platform that avoids looking like a medical device, and an intuitive control interface that operates entirely without a screen. Apple appears to be transitioning our interaction with technology away from constant screen engagement and toward a more natural infrastructure. The development timeline suggests a definitive shift is approaching, and the implications for the broader industry will be profound. The upcoming Apple Smart Ring emphasizes that the next phase of technological evolution is not defined by adding more screens to our daily lives, but by rendering the technology itself invisible. This integration of titanium engineering and advanced software could fundamentally disrupt the current wearable paradigm. It introduces a key question regarding consumer preference: whether the market will continue to favor information-dense smartwatches or shift toward highly discrete, screen-free alternatives that prioritize long battery life and ambient utility. As the industry moves closer to this formal unveiling, the paradigm of consumer wearables is poised to evolve. Thank you for analyzing this development with TechVibe. To ensure you remain informed on premium hardware insights and industry-level tech analysis, consider subscribing and updating your notification preferences. We will see you in the next analysis.